What's up, world? It's the one and only Pop DBIC, the primetime capper. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I hope you are feeling the same. And it is time for the premier sports betting show, the Primetime Angles. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into our first topic, which is going to be this. It's going to be the Phillies blow out DBacks 10 to zip and take 2-zip lead to Phoenix. Wow. Just incredible game last night for the Phillies. The Phillies played magnificent baseball. They won 10 to zip last night. They just really had it clicking on all cylinders last night. They took advantage of, pretty much a very good pitcher in Zach Gallen, and Aaron Nola did his job, 10 zip. And it's just like you just ask yourself, why couldn't the Dodgers do this, man? So we could have a real series because seriously, I thought the Diamondbacks were going to take their hot streak into the championship series, give the Phillies a little bit of, give the Phillies a little bit of an issue. But it really does look like the Phillies are headed back to their second World Series in a row, and this time they're coming for everything. That's exactly the attitude that you see with the Phillies right now. And yeah, I know they had the first two games at home, and they are absolutely lights out at home as well too. This team is at right now 6 and zip at home. That's absolutely incredible. Actually, 7 and zip at home now because they did win 3 in a row against the 2 in a row. I'm sorry. I'm thinking that they were in the CS. But yes, 6 wins at home, and they are pretty much 2-1 and 1-1 on the road. So this team has not had to travel much, and the Diamondbacks haven't been able to be at home much, but the Diamondbacks did win their only home game, which could have been a loss, but the Dodgers the Dodgers just didn't have the energy that day. But the Phillies really are confident, man. And it's tough when a team beats you 10 to zip the way that they did. When they go back to Arizona, it's like they're still going to be hot. Are you going to be able to are you going to be able to cool them off? And I just really don't feel like this team is capable of doing that. It's just not in the cards for this team at the end of the day. I know that they're going to have Bavat pitching on Thursday. That's going to be something that could be helpful for them or be something detrimental for them. But when you just look at the numbers, it's like, Arizona got here on a fluke. You know what I mean? And, they did well. They got 2 sweeps. They caught the Dodgers off guard. They kind of caught the Brewers slipping a little bit. The Brewers should have took them a little bit more seriously. And, it's just a matter of numbers. And I feel like, the Phillies are a determined bunch. They know what it takes to get to the World Series. The Diamondbacks just kind of got here. And this is what I said on Mike's show last week. It gets kind of disappointing when it's teams that had to take the final weekend to get into the playoffs, and then teams that actually have played up to the standard of being a playoff team, they got to go out in the first weekend because we have a playoff format that kind of favors teams that get to play in wild cards. It kind of is detrimental towards teams that have won their division and get a bye. It shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't have those luxuries like that. I truly do feel that they got to keep this thing going, and I think possibly they might need to reduce the wild card series to 1 game, so you can really give the true teams an opportunity to get to the promised land. Because we're gonna keep having bad championship series that end up in 5 games and 6 games. If it was Dodgers Phillies, you would have it in your head that it's possibly going 7. Now you look at this Phillies Diamondback series, and I've picked the Diamondbacks to win the series. You said to yourself, there's no chance this team wins the series. They're just not good enough. It's just too early for them. Period, point blank. And they were playing with house money, and now everything's starting to become reality. You know what I mean? The chariot is turned back into a pumpkin. So hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. And the Phillies are looking good going to Arizona. The series isn't over yet, but after last night, your confidence in the Diamondbacks has to wane a little bit. It's just the truth of the situation. It's that simple. So with that, let's go move forward and jump into our next topic in hand, and that's going to